It's 2026. There is no doubt that gas is expensive. I'm not talking about gas prices though. I'm talking about gear acquisition syndrome, something that a lot of amateur radio operators suffer with. Hear me out, guys. Don't jump into the comments just yet. But get in the comments after you've watched this video and heard me out about what you think about this situation. So gear acquisition syndrome is people spending all kind of money on things that they A, might not need, B, they think will help out in the hobby and make them have a more pleasurable experience, or C, they just like stuff, mainly stuff to show off. Now, I used to be that way, but the older I get, the more I realize I want radios that work, that don't take up a lot of space, and then I can pack up all in one crate and move and go and do whatever I need to. If I want to go portable, I want to have portable options, X, Y, and Z. Gas is killing ham radio, and it's killing your budget too. I've gone into debt over radios. I have worked myself to the bone trying to pay for radios overtime, and guess what? I don't have those radios anymore. I sold them. Here's a Micro PA50. Look how small this amplifier is. If I want to do 100 watts, I strap this on the back to one of my other radios. This radio right here that you probably can't see is a TYT TH9800. It's a 2 meter, 440, 50 watt mobile radio. I've got it on the desk. Guess what? It does 50 watts out the back, same as a $500 Yaesu radio. If you like Yaesu radios, if you like expensive radios, no shame. I've had Flexes, I've had Yaesu contest rigs, I've had a lot of radios. I've touched and had my hands at least for a week on every radio on the market right now. HTs, I've had base stations, mobile radios, whatever. I think the DX10 is the only one I haven't messed with. But regardless, buying these radios and not using them or something else, whatever, whether you think it's an investment or not, isn't going to help you out having a horde of radios and not using them. Now, if you're a collector, I understand that. I'm not mad at you. But if you're an operator, an appliance operator, or anything like that, A, you're going into debt, credit cards, whatever it may be, or B, you don't have the money to support your family, but you got an elaborate hobby set up for your amateur radio station, you might want to reconsider some things. Now, I don't want to get all Dave Ramsey on you, and you don't want to listen to see me preach, but let's take a look at this station that's simple, efficient, and ready to go, and it doesn't break the bank. Hold tight. Let's take a look at my station and show you my operating position, my workbench, and the gear that I have. So we'll start over here at the workbench. That is a $50 meter from eBay. That's an old iPhone 11 that I used to use until a few months ago. That is an old 20 amp power supply, not even 30 amp. I got it at Hamfest and it still works. I'm still using it. These are Harbor Freight power strips. That is a TYT 9800. 50 watts, dual band, dual monitoring, going into 75 ohm coax. So cheap, dirt cheap coax, and a Micro PA50. The computer over there is a new Mac Mini, so I spent about $400 on that. But I do work from home sometimes, so it's important to have a good computer at your station. Now, what else do we have laying around here? That's my ICOM 705 bag. Got that from Academy, 20 bucks. Look at that. There's like 6 or 7 HTs in there. They're all Baofengs. They're cheap. There's 3 Sentimental CB radios. Not getting rid of those. And here's some adapters and stuff that I've collected over the years. And I think it's important that amateur operators know that this is a lifelong hobby. You don't have to collect all the best gear at once. Often I find myself going back to older gear that I really like. And this is all just a bunch of knickknacks and stuff and my banjo. Let's look at the radios now. No means am I trying to say that you don't need good radios, but hear me out. You don't need 1,000 good radios. I have 3. There's a VGC N76 or N74, whatever number it is. They use it for APRS. To me, this is better than the Yaesu radio that does APRS, the FT5. Here's my ICOM 705. I bought my first big boy check back in 2023. This is the only radio that I've ever bought new that is still on the market today. Love this thing. You know, I'm probably contemplating doing some trading for it, but I've had this radio for 3.5 years. I've done 3 field days on it. It's been a game changer. That's a cheap Amazon battery. That's a $100 tuner. I used this laptop in college. And the most recent addition is this FTX1. Now, I know what you're thinking. That's a $1,400 radio. I bought this used, less than $1,000. It does everything I need it to. It's Mars modded, so it will do all the bands, UHF, VHF, 11 meters, APRS. I can dual monitor. So it's essentially everything I've ever looked for in a radio right here in a small package. I don't need 100 watts because I can use a micro PA50 and get 50 watts out. And that's enough for what I'm doing because I have a decent antenna and the space to do it. So guys, you don't have to spend a bunch of money. You don't have to have every radio on the book. All right, now you've seen my station. You've seen everything that I work with. You know, QRP, external amplifiers, external tuners, minimalist. Gear acquisition syndrome is not going to make your amateur radio hobby experience 1,000 times more fun. You might get a quick dopamine hit when you purchase that new radio, but an ICOM 7300, the People's Radio, is a good radio that you can get relatively cheap. It's simple. It's easy to use. You don't need 4 or 5 of them. And $4,000 or $5,000 radios. Just get on the air and have fun. If you're stressing about which radio to buy, don't stress about it. Buy a radio that you can afford. Build or buy a decent antenna. If you want to save money on coax, take a bebop down to the local Home Depot, get you some 75 ohm cable coax for cable TV. Slap a tuner on that bad boy, or build your antenna for 75 ohm cable like my friend Ziggy over at the 75 ohm ham does. Do that. That way you know how your station works. Have the knowledge and understand that this is a lifelong hobby. You don't need all the equipment first thing. Save up, grow, learn, get the equipment that you want. I don't have any plans on buying any big radio or any new purchase now. If I do anything, I'll trade my 705 for an additional FT1X. Why? Because that radio fits my needs. 73 guys, easy amateur radio, corncob CB shop, whatever I call this channel. If you've hung around this long, thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe.